How's it going, guys? Today is Tuesday, December 30th. I want to walk you through the annotations I did for today and as well as the one trade I ended up taking. So yeah, let's get into it. So to start off, I'm on the 15-minute time frame because that's how I found my bias. I was very bearish on the day, and I'll tell you why. So looking at the 15-minute time frame, we have overnight price just chopping completely sideways, but we have really nice relative equal buy side draws up here. We have these two draws. I'll mark them out. Very relative equal. We have this high. That's good LR when we have three stacked highs like this. Then we have a fourth one right here. So that's what caused me to want to see price manipulate higher and then go lower. And the reason why I was fully bearish was because we're in a bearish trend. And going on the 4 hour, you can tell that price is obviously bearish. We're going down. We've tapped into this this daily. Here we've taken these relative equal highs, external draw and liquidity. Looking at the daily fair value gap, fair value gap candles, you can see we have price gapping down from yesterday and creating the fair value gap here. Now, during the day, this fair value gap hasn't been closed, but I'd want to see this stay open for price to run lower into this daily or into discount of this larger range. So going to my annotation chart here, and I'm going to the 15-minute, I start by marking out my highs and lows. So I marked out, we have minor sell side here. We have our London low and equal lows. With these two lows right here, they're equal. We have these really nice buy side draws, and this is really what I wanted to see coming into market open. I wanted to see price move higher off open, take the buy side liquidity, then move lower for the rest of the day, and that is what we got. I wasn't anticipating this second move higher to take. No, it didn't even take any. It just went up, tapped a PD array, this wick, and then moved lower. So yeah, that was my bias and that was my thought process coming into the day and my narrative. So coming to the 1 minute here, I'll just walk through what I saw today and my thought process behind price and how it moved. So off open, price comes right into CE of a 5-minute fair value gap, and it makes these relative equal high wicks. This is a huge liquidity pool. I want to see price 100% retrace back to here and take this high. 100%. It's a very internal high, very low time frame. This is 100%. I want to see this get taken. So price moves lower. We invert to 1 minute. Not taking a trade here. It's too early. I would like to wait, especially on a no news day, to see the direction of price. Price comes down. We chop. Now this chop, I view it as our accumulation. So whenever price chops like this, okay, I'm waiting for the chop, and then I'm also waiting for the manipulation. So we have our chop, and then I'm waiting for price to manipulate lower or higher. So in this case, we have price manipulate lower. It takes these equal lows, sell side liquidity here. Then we have a huge momentum candle higher. Price moves up with momentum, speeds through these highs, comes up, speeds through this short-term buy side, does a very minor retrace right to CE of this 1 minute, makes a bullish up close candle higher, and then we continue taking our London and Asian highs all the way to this buy side liquidity from previous day. It's not previous day high, but it's a previous day, like the second high. And then as we sweep this, perfectly sweep it, and also we have this hourly fair value gap from yesterday that price left open. So price perfectly swept this buy side. We tap into the hourly and immediately just trade lower. And if you look at this, we have our 10 a.m. reversal. That's another thing you want to keep in mind, is that 10 o'clock price sometimes likes to reverse, and this was a perfect representation of that 10 a.m. reversal. Right at 10 a.m. we inverse these two fair value gaps. I like to combine them like that for the sake of the chart. I have them singular. Price comes down. This is honestly a good trade. Entering here, stop above this high, a 20-point stop is pretty good. And I would target the 5 minute, because at this moment I'm thinking, okay, is price bullish? But At the same time, price swept this buy side, and we also have no more buy side draws. So going on the 15 minute here, we have this high. I'm gonna go back to MNQ to show you guys. We have this high, which I view this as very jagged and high resistance, and I wouldn't want price to trade up to here, at least today at least. So after price took this high, I was fully okay with seeing price just completely sell lower, and yeah, completely sell lower here. Going to the 1 minute, we have price dumping right at macro time. I do believe I have, yep, right here, macro time. Before macro time, here's our manipulation, took sell side liquidity, and then we run higher, take buy side during macro, and then also price comes lower. Now, when I was live trading this, I didn't want to see price come up like this and immediately come lower, because I don't like to see price take liquidity and then immediately reverse and then take more liquidity to the downside or the upside. I don't like to see that. Usually that doesn't happen. This is just a rare day. I mean, you get days like this. Price rips lower. We have a 5 minute here. Now, the reason I didn't take this trade was because price tapped right into this 5 minute high, and I did not like that. I was thinking that, okay, we could reverse from this high. Now, it is in premium, so it's not likely, but I was still thinking, okay, we might. And I also didn't like these candles, how they were forming. Really didn't like these candles, and I really, at the time, was convinced price was not going to go lower just because of these candles were really high resistance. And usually when you see high resistance candles, price will like to go in the opposite direction of the high resistance. So I didn't want to see that. But then we have price sell lower, inverse in this 5 minute. Okay, I'm bearish now. ES actually swept this low and took it. NASDAQ didn't. So we had an SMT, a higher time from SMT here with this low. So now I can view this low as, okay, we just, on NASDAQ, we swept this low because ES did it. Okay, we chop. This is the chop I wanted to see. This chop is what I wanted to see up here, but this is perfect because we took buy side, then we come down and take sell side and ES. This is our sell side. So then we chop. This is great. This is exactly what I wanted to see here. Price comes up, taps right into 50% equilibrium of this down range, which now I'm thinking, okay, we're bearish, 100% bearish. This is what I wanted to see. Price came up, I manipulated, and went lower. So we tapped into here, and I thought this was okay, our retrace. So I was thinking price would sell lower, but here, again, I'm viewing this as accumulation. I have it marked out. And then we have this move lower, sweeping all liquidity made in this accumulation. This is our manipulation. We have a 1 minute fair value gap here. This is money. Price, I didn't enter till this candle because we didn't have momentum. I don't like to enter on an inverse if we don't have momentum. A lot of times we'll have fake outs. So this candle has shot up, huge momentum candle. We had some really nice confluences. We had our sweep. We didn't have a delivery, but we had macro time as well, and an SMT with this low. So price runs up higher here. This is my trade. I targeted the high, the 5 minute, because I was thinking if we are bearish, price most likely will take this high and retrace from this 5 minute. And also why this was a really good trade was because we had our break even point at this high. This is a beautiful break even point. Look at that break even. So yeah, perfect break even point. So if the trade didn't play out and didn't hit my TP, I would have got break evened. So, but it ended up playing out. So that was my one trade I ended up taking for the day, and price ended up ripping higher all the way to take this high. It's not what I wanted to see, and seeing this, I would assume, okay, we're gonna probably chop sideways or trade in a range. So yeah, I quit at 11. That's my rules, 9:32:11. But yeah, so seeing this, I was that's where my bearish bias kind of left. But we did end up be bearish for the day, and this is what I wanted to see, price sell lower and for the day. So yep, overall pretty good day. Not much going on. That was my thoughts for the day, and yeah, that's about it, guys. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video.